March 10th, 2026. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about the homeless. And we're going to talk about crime. Well, it's Tuesday night here in Kansas City and Independence, and there's always a lot more stuff going on. If it isn't up there at 7-Eleven, it's off 23rd Street. And tonight when we were coming back from up there north of the river, went up there and ate some pizza. And we get back off, like I say, 435 and 23rd Street and see this light from a distance underneath the bridge going. Well, did the aliens land their ship? No, I don't think so. But they probably wouldn't want to land here. Definitely not. But guess what? It was a fire truck, and it was putting out a fire that one of the homeless, like, druggies started here. We're going to show that real quick. And then we get back over here off 40 Highway and Crysler. That great 7-Eleven. Well, I'll let you guys wait, and we'll talk about that in a second and see what was going on there at the pumps. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, we'll make this quick tonight. So you see this light over here. Or maybe that's a blue plasma ball or something. No, I don't think so. So let's get a little bit closer. And we can't hardly see it. You could see it was even lighting up that van off to the side over there. See the lights over here. And I'm going to hurry this up just a little bit. Go to the next one here. Hold on, guys. So we're going to turn. And the only thing you're going to see is the lights. Because you can see the lights. See the flashing lights. Well, there's a fire truck over there. I'm going to show that because I got it on my body cam. See all those lights over there? So let's just see what they were doing. All right, guys. So this is a little bit better here. And we're going to just show it real quick. And you can see, though, lights are flashing. Let's see if I can tone it down. You can see there. I'm going to bring it back up so you guys can see it. And there was a fireman. He was putting out a fire up over by the post where they sleep and where they get their fires going. Let's see here if I can do this real quick so you can see him a little bit better. I think we're going to see him pretty good here in a second. So this, you see where my cursor is right here. That's the firefighter. He's got his hose out and he's spraying it all down. Smoke was coming up there too pretty good. That's a little bit better view of it right there. So you can see him over there. He's got a hose. He's putting the fire out. And right where my cursor is where the fire was at. And a whole bunch of stuff had caught on fire and burnt there. Now, this is a bad place here too because there's a lot of brush up around here. And man, if this stuff was dry and it wasn't wet or damp or raining like it was, how quick could this ignite and just burn everything? I mean, that is crazy. Crazy stuff. But this is Kansas City. Now, the thing of it is, just think what these people that are coming into this soccer deal is going to think. Because if they come in here, come up from KCI Airport, come by Worlds of Fun, if they come in that way, and they say they're going downtown or wherever, they're going to get to see all this great nasty stuff of all these ones that do the drugs and the homeless laying on the ground and the fires going and stuff. I've posted many times of fires and stuff where they've got fires lit here off the ramp here and stuff. Now that's crazy stuff, guys. But let's get on over to my good area over here on the south side of East 47th Street on the south side of Independence, where 7-Eleven 40 Highway and Crysler is. So hold on. Oh yeah, real quick note too. You know that small little station's back up in here by the caves where that little convenience store? Yeah, buddy. There was some cars setting up here again over here on the side. That's also where the homeless and the druggies and the other ones do and deal their stuff. And there was some vehicles over there tonight, right where you see my cursors, where you can see a good one of them right there. And then there's a couple on back, but they get in their groups and stuff. But I want to show that too real quick. All right, guys. Nothing says heaven on 7-Eleven like heaven, and drugs go hand in hand. And a couple things here. Now, you're going to see this one car's backed over here. And it's backed in with its headlights on. Well, you know. We all back into convenience stores, not the ones that are normal anyway. But you see this guy here. And this pump here is the notorious, I call it the notorious drug pump. Because this is where basically the bikers, they would either sit here in their pickup trucks or their motorcycle Harleys. But this guy tonight, he must have had a bad problem, because he must not be having enough volume of people coming up buying his drugs. And he was on this phone and he was going at it. Now he's going to walk over. I'm going to move my cursor. I was going to use my finger, but he's going to walk over this pump. He's going to walk back, and he's just got his car sitting over at the other pump. Well, man, if we're gassing up, we definitely always go to the next pump over, because we're not actually buying gas here. We're dealing drugs here, man. And that's what Kansas City's about, and independence. So watch this, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start it. And there he is there, and he's on his phone, and he was yelling on his phone. He's over. When we all get on our cell phone, yell over at the other gas pump on the other side, and he's going to walk back. He's going to open his door, and he's going to keep his door open, and I'm going to finally pull away, and he's still going to be standing there. And that is crazy. Yeah, because this is a very hot spot for the drugs and stuff. Now, you know what's something is Independence, or I don't know if it's State Highway Patrol's got some pretty high-powered cameras up at this intersection here. You would think they could trace these people back here now and be looking at some of these tags. But lots of them don't have tags, and lots of them are expired tags or phony tags. See, that guy, he's still there. He's still talking on his phone. Remember, he was over at the other pump. Over at the other pump doing what? I mean, even if, say, he was talking to somebody, arguing with somebody, you wouldn't walk over to the other pump. Why would you walk over to the other pump? I mean, this guy, like I say, we know what they were doing. And crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And unbelievable. And then, of course, what's this one doing? I actually seen a woman get out of this one, and they walked over this way. Well, I'm sure he's just going to that restaurant over there. Probably nothing. Instead of pulling in the restaurant parking lot, we want to sit over at 7-Eleven. But see, this is where a lot of them also run back behind this building. They do the drugs, and they go over to that 777 over by Costino's. They go by that church, cut through over there. So this is just another deal and a half here, guys. See if I can bring this in a little bit more so you can see that guy. I'm starting to pull away. See, his door's open. Let's see if I can stop this. It's not too blurred. See, his door's still open. He's still. Well, that's a long time, man. And he's still on that phone. Well, come on up. It's okay. There ain't no police around here. You can come. You can buy your drugs. You know. Let me swing this back. See if we can see him a little bit better. Go back here. Let's see if I can bring that in better or not. That's about as good as you're gonna get there. That's insane. That's insane, guys. Well, like I say, nothing says drugs like, oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven here. And this is a hot spot. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Trying to get that to stop here. I'm trying to get it so it's dimmed down so you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go. I got it to lock in. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up for right now. It'll be a short little video tonight. Nothing like says come to Kansas City where all the homeless are catching things on fire and selling drugs. And then if you want to really risk it, come on up here to 40 Highway in Crysler. You know, this is a hot spot. What a joke. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.